Episode 9 is set to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself by writer and director J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of fans are really looking forward to seeing, of course, is the first set of footage of this movie that'll give everybody a sense of the tone of the film and exactly what J.J. Abrams is aiming for in order to end the sequel trilogy itself. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art, and storyboard descriptions, etc. Now, what's really intriguing has all to do with the teaser trailer. We do know that Disney and Lucasfilm are all done and finished with the teaser now. It's all about when they want to drop this thing. We do know that initially they tried to get it playing during the Super Bowl. That did not work out, so now a lot of people are wondering as to when this is actually going to drop. However, with some of the shot descriptions describing and consisting of Rey running down a large hill on a green world with an ignited blue lightsaber, it's described that there is a large explosion behind her and a couple of other Resistance fighters retreating from the site. Rey is sporting a black outfit in a unique design, however described to not be a robe. Her hair is down and blowing around in the wind with trees getting knocked down. Another goes over Kylo Ren wielding an ignited lightsaber and leading his Knights of Ren toward a standoff between themselves and a band of warriors and pirates sided with the Resistance, which eventually provides glimpses into the fight between the two groups. It's described as something like out of Game of Thrones. The next goes over glimpses of the Falcon passing over a battlefield on a rocky world with over a shoulder shot of Chewbacca in the gunner seat shooting down on the ground at stormtroopers and weaponized vehicles. These are described as quick glimpses. Lastly, a glimpse into a space battle with a rear shot of General Hux watching dozens of fighters destroy each other in the distance. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this that are getting me very excited to see the first set of footage of this movie where we can finally tell exactly what J.J. Abrams is aiming to do in this movie, visually speaking. So first things first, as I always like to go over, is the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren. Now first I want to go over Rey running away from what's being described as a large explosion down a hill. So she's running down this hill with a blue lightsaber, ignited, most likely Anakin's reforged, right? Because we do know that she's fixing that lightsaber in this movie. However, what's the deal with the explosion? What is she running away from on this green world? Now, we have been hearing about these new super weapons being a part of Episode 9 for the longest time right now, and I believe that this is indeed a world devastator shooting down on this jungle world, which I believe is the green world that's actually being described, shooting down on this world as Rey and her Resistance fighters are running away from the shockwave and the actual blast. So this not only sounds very cinematic, it also sounds very chaotic as to how powerful these new weapons really are going to be in this movie. Now, the next thing that I do want to go over is how Kylo Ren is leading his Knights of Ren toward a standoff between a band of pirates and warriors that are sided with the Resistance. So, this is where things get very intriguing. Now, we do know that not only the Resistance will be involved in this movie, but also other allies around the entire galaxy. So we're going to have warriors, we're going to have pirates, we're going to have other forms of species and characters coming into the mix that want to fight Supreme Leader Ren and the First Order and bring it all down. Now, there's glimpses of, these two groups of people fighting each other. It's like something out of Game of Thrones from what's being described. Very interesting stuff for sure. Now, the next that I honestly find very cool, because I love Chewbacca as a character, he's one of my favorites out there, is how he's actually in the Millennium Falcon passing over a battlefield on a rocky world, using the actual blasters in the gunner seat, shooting down on stormtroopers and, of course, weaponized vehicles of the First Order. So this most likely takes place during the final land battle scene that we have been hearing about for so very long now, while the space battle happens simultaneously. And lastly, alright, there are actual glimpses described as the space battle sequence with a rear shot of General Hux watching dozens of fighters destroy each other in the distance. Now, this honestly sounds very much like a callback to what we saw in Return of the Jedi, where Palpatine is telling Luke Skywalker to look out the window and watch the rebellion pretty much diminish by the TIE fighters and the TIE interceptors that are taking them out. So with that being said, we can see all of the different parallels that J.J. Abrams is trying to throw in here, as well as incorporating a lot of Legends material from the Star Wars universe. I gotta say, guys, I think that right now Disney needs to drop this trailer ASAP. You know, if they really want to get things rolling and get people talking about this movie, you gotta release it now in order for the word of mouth to grow, because they gotta keep that in mind. You know, when they drop a teaser, not everybody, you know, on Earth is gonna see it on the same exact day. It takes like about a week or so where everybody's already tuned in and everybody has seen the teaser. You know, I know people who haven't even seen the Endgame teaser yet. So it does take a while, you know, for people to get in tune from their busy lives and really see the first set of footage of this movie, letting fans know that the final Skywalker Saga film is coming back. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.